Hi all. Just about to start turn 12. You can see the catastrophic lost boxes from there. 7 on this side, 6 on this side. Not looking good. Lots of little one-step units. Feels kind of hopeless. I'm still here. We would get the HQ back in a beats landing box this turn, so to land on the following turn, if there is a following turn. Okay, so, well, might as well keep ticking over and see how we go. So we've got a couple of units, well, there's a couple of units in the west sector, there's just the one in the east sector. I mean, these are the armoured artillery units, so they are good. He'd be landing in a it's landing in a really good spot actually, because orange is out, purple is disrupted. We got lucky there, chucking the tank at the two-strand tank at disruption. That was lucky, but some of the other stuff, I'm feeling like some of it's balancing out. I'll tell you that. So yeah, good place for him to land if he can do it with no effect, or even the loss of one step, which is a C or a D result. Well, the D is the no effect, right? And then drift 2 boxes east, but we got unlucky with them both the last time and got an A delaying them. So let's see if we get any better. So we're looking for a circle that's not got an A, really. Here we go. That's right, I'm not missing an enema. No. Right, go. Wow, look at that. There we go. This could be something. We get the D result and it's matching our symbol. So no effect. In she goes. Full of 4 steps and 9 strength and unlimited range and yeah. Oh, the tide's turning. Doubtful, but okay. So, well, same on this side. Just make it a D with a diamond. Well, in fact, even extra on this side, because we've got 2 units. This one's been delayed a couple of times from turn 3. So, I never took that into consideration, did I? That was silly, Grant. They're both diamonds and I put them both in the same hex, so if they do land without effect, they're going to concentrate the hex. What's the likelihood of that? Right, so I think this time we might want a B result. Or a C would take a step off them both. You don't really want that to happen, but okay. Yeah, let's go for a B result, because we've not got the HQ on board yet anyway, but then again, it would be nice to keep them beside the tanks here. Okay, draw the card. We got a D again. It was a circle again though. The diamond's an A. Okay, they're delayed. Right, that was that. Too good to be true. Do these on the circle. And just noticed there, I forgot to check for mines there, but there was no mines on either of the cards. So unfortunately these guys get delayed, placed 3 turns ahead again, which is going to be 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so they're placed in the 15 box. Okay, our HQ returns. I'm just looking there. He's not got much to command. They look all whittled down and broken and whatever. But I mean, the general's taking care of what we've got left over there. I suppose the obvious place is here. Bearing in mind, the HQ can be affected by mines. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? Let me just check the rule. Yeah, it's going to be the same result as we just had, because the leader exception, within 5.14, leader exception, if an HQ unit is the only unit available to suffer loss due to a mine explosion, it does not lose a step. Instead, it is delayed. Place the HQ 2 turns after the current turn on the turn track. A general is not affected by a mine explosion. That might change things. Is that Oh, it's not. It's an infantry unit. Oh, that sucks. I don't want to risk that. I mean, you know, I've got clear hexes down here where my 3 ranger units are that don't require an HQ. This is about as best as I could get. Oh, it doesn't get any easier. I never really considered that at all. Not that I had anything I could have done about it. I mean, if red, green, and purple don't fire in the fire phase, I could clear that hex. I'm not quite sure I've got the powers to like make that one happen. Well, I don't think I want to take a chance for this. I mean, how, you know what? I'm going to have a sneak peek at that file that John was talking about. Right, okay, I went looking for the file. It looks like it's just something that gives you the probabilities of getting hits, I think, from the cards. I mean, I'm not particularly... unless John meant something else. But he might have been just talking about that. But I mean, well, we know that it's 50% chance of getting the colour. And then the actual symbol. Yeah, I don't suppose I really... that's maybe delving a little bit into it, that you maybe don't want to know the sort of... Anyway, it's just a percentage anyway. I guess I was maybe wondering about mines on the cards, but... I don't think there's anything out there telling you that. I mean, yeah, you could look through the cards and see how many there was, but again, this is meant to be something that might happen, might not happen. You know, it's a draw a card, a roll of a dice. You know, do you hit a mine or do you not? And now I can play it safe and make sure I'm landing on a hex that has been cleared of mines, which is probably the sensible thing. I think I've got to do that. I don't think I can take the chance. Or can I? Now, that would have been what a clever player might have done. Did we get any delayed units since losing that HQ? I mean, we could have delayed units to arrive when this HQ was arriving again to avoid that. Yeah, did we have the opportunity to do that? I think we did, actually. I think we did. However, we never thought about it and we never took it. Well, there's a perfect time to consider delaying a unit, because if I delay any kind of unit, I'm not really fussed about it. Then it lets me place this HQ wherever I want to place it to land, knowing that oh, well, mind you, what if the other unit doesn't land, it gets delayed or gets eliminated? Yeah, okay, there's maybe risks there too. So it's a big gamble if I land that HQ where it is. The reward for the gamble is I get 3 units in command straight away when it lands. And to be honest, although I was saying I don't think I can do it, I think it might actually be worth the gamble. Let me just think here a sec. I've got a response from Martin. He's the only one that, like I say, he said, "Continue, Grant. The fate of the escargot are in your hands." And I said, "Well, nice one." Well, and then I said, "Do you really feel that it can progress?" So he's came back saying, "I'd lie if I said it looks good, but I'd say there's still hope. It looks quite good in the eastern sector." Okay, it does look a bit better in the eastern sector, so we'll zoom out a little bit there and have a look at things. It does look a bit better over in the east. And with some luck, you could take a lot of points there. And okay, I did see that there's lots of You know, I mean, okay, it only takes maybe one or two, well, even one reinforcement across there to spoil it, but you know, who's to say I might not see a reinforcement event again till turn 16, so it's possible. And this is where I'd like to have told them things, but I didn't want to spoil it because he then goes on to say, in the West, well, you can probably forget about Orange, like I think I just have decided on abandoning. Um, However, yeah, that must have been after that was placed. So you can probably forget about Orange, he said. And I think that's because that position's there. It's just spoiling it. However, this is where he doesn't know what's happened. But if the Germans stay away from D1, this is here, which is reinforced, unfortunately, you should do fine. Sorry, if the Germans stay away from D1 and communication isn't cut to WN 70 and 71, which are the red and green positions here. Now I'm pretty sure Martin knows about the communication not being able to come down through here because we got caught with that the last turn, and I'm sure I actually mentioned it, and he knows that this position's here. I think. Yeah, I think this has been here for a wee while now. So he must know that communication is not traced down here. So I'm only, unless he's not picked up on that one. Of course, the other one is, can we go around about? But you can't go. Yeah, he might be seeing a trace for us going round about because you need to look at, you know, the last time I was all blocked in. I was all blocked in by units here and blocked in by the bluff. There was nowhere to go apart from down through here, and there was no way of getting down the draw as well. So it could just be meaning that. So that possibility is still open, I suppose. He said you should do fine and perhaps score 45 points, 4 to 5 points there. But like I say, his first comment was as long as they stay away from D1. Well, that ship has sailed, I'm afraid. That's already happened. So yeah, that kind of screws Brown up for us too, doesn't it? So, and that's why I'm not really sure where I'm going with these guys. However, there we go. I think I'll pod on now, but I'm not going to really hopefully not going to put too much more thought into it because it does feel a bit hopeless. But I'm not going to just chuck things willy-nilly. I was careful, if you recall, I did. Although I moved it out of turn, moving this unit out of purple because it got a free move, but then taking a barrage attempt at purple. I mean, part of me, well, that's probably an excuse, Grant. Part of me, I'm saying, part of me might have been thinking that it was unlikely I was going to get a purple diamond, but that's a poor excuse. I should have at least waited. I didn't need to move it, and now he's in a good position, but I could have just as easily left him here. He's not in any danger because we've got purple disrupted, and he's in command of the HQ. I'm now got to spend an action on him, and I shouldn't be having to do that. There could be an argument to say, well, he is further inland now. He might be able to capture some better points. I mean, if I could get him up to here, possibly, then he would pick up these 2 victory points, mind you, because he's got the black symbol, so he controls everything round about him and whatever. But that's maybe looking a bit too far into it. But yeah, I'm not going to just lie down dead. I'm just going to maybe just try and speed it up a bit because I feel like we're lost, really. I can't see it really moving on. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, he mentioned that I'd inspired him again to play the same game. He'd done the same when I was playing the Enemy Action Ardennes, just to play along, see how he was doing and whatever. And he says it's not looking great. I don't know if he's went any further. First Division is cruising, but the 29th are already at 6 losses as I'm about to start turn 12. So that's where I'm at. I'm about to start turn 12. And the 29th are at 6 losses here as well, Martin. Unfortunately, the first are at 7 losses. But But he says it didn't help that the 29th HQ was hit on turn 7. So there you go, my HQ got hit on turn 10. So his got hit on turn 7 there as well. So it can happen. You put your... I mean, you don't care so much about where you're putting your HQ and your general. It can, in an intense fire, you don't bother so much. But I think you probably should pay a bit more care. I mean, it's difficult because you've got other things to think about. But it could be that as long as you... See, the thing is, if you put them in steady fire, you don't know what symbol's going to come up in the card, you know. As long as it's not a star, I suppose. But there you go, it can happen. It happened in Martin's game as well there, so... Anyway. So, yeah, well, one of the things that I say, you've said, Martin, they've already taken over that. They've taken over D1, so reinforced. Actually, was that also a tactical? It was, wasn't it? I think that was also a tactical reinforcement. A tactical reinforcement depth marker. I think it was. So, okay. Right, so getting back to this. What does that make me think? Does it make me think I should be taking a gamble and just putting the HQ there and hoping that mines don't appear? Mines appear, he goes back on the track, and then, well, we're not seeing him again until we get into the extended game. Yeah, right. Or it would be the turn just before, I think, maybe. No, it wouldn't be landing until turn... Oh, he'd be landing in turn 16, yeah. Which is probably very little good. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one. And I've kind of got cut short of time here for a minute. I've got something I need to do, so that'll give me a wee bit of time to think about it. I'll hopefully just pause the camera, but if not, if it turns into a cut, I'll be back soon, guys. Okay, cheers. Okay, I managed to just keep things paused there. I wasn't away for that long after all. I'm still... I'm struggling to decide here. Just, what do you know, Grant? Struggling to make a decision, eh? Who would have thought, eh? I feel like I should... I was coming up the stair there and just thinking, right, I'm going to take the chance. Because I've got to get involved. I've got to keep things moving. You know, this is going to be turn, 13 when this lands. And we may well need these tanks. Yeah, you know what, I'm going with it. Because if it happens to hit a mine and get delayed, then, you know, I think I've got to try anything here. And me putting it, the best other option I've got is putting it in there, I think. So it lands here. So then, my first turn, I move it to here. So there's like 2 turns and nothing. Yeah, no. It's got to be. There's no choice. It's got to be a gamble. Right, okay, let's move on. What was that? That's just a landing phase. Oh, we get a nice, pleasant event now. That's what happens next. I seem to remember reading that in the rules. A nice, pleasant event. What was there was something on my mind. Yeah, I was looking back at some of my footage and what was it? It was over here and I was trying to bring, it was this guy here that's got the mortar and I was trying to bring him across from here because we were struggling to find the mortar in here. Because if we took the attrition hit on this guy didn't have the mortar anymore. And some of you may well have noticed, because this guy, I think, was sitting in here and probably thought, well, just move this guy into here, Grant, and attrition this guy away, then you've still got the mortar. For some reason, I didn't quite click to that one, and thought I had to bring a mortar across, and yet I even talked about using that as the attritioned unit, which doesn't make sense at all because I don't need the mortar until I've done away with the naval artillery. So, yeah, not quite sure what I was thinking there. I don't know. I don't know if it made any difference, if it slowed anything down or what. I don't know. Right, okay, let's get this pleasant event then for turn. What did I say? 12. Turn 12 event. There we go. Last. And on first glance there, I thought, oh no, a depth marker, that's not pleasant. Oh, look, it's a good one as well. Now, hang on. I'm saying it's a good one. Oh, I think we would have liked it across the first, wouldn't we? Place a hero marker on any US unit in the 29th. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure we would have... Oh, yeah. We definitely wanted it across the other side. I'm saying it was a good one because it's not coming with a depth, but adding depth marker. It's just a straight up hero. Okay, so he's from the 29th, right? And Martin pointed out that they are color coded into their divisions, so I'll randomly pick one of the ones from the 29th. And we're going to get Smith. So he's going to come on as our hero. Aye, and where is he to go? Oh, well, that's a possibility, I suppose. Oops, alright. Had things tightened up there. What about this guy here up beside the Ranger? Oh, I thought that was a Ranger. Right, it's not. Well, there's no real... I'm not saying there's not a point, because remember, it brings a wildcard weapon. You've got to also consider that, or another strength point. It's just that if I've got two infantry units stacked together of 2 steps each, they can sit and move about and attack as one, you know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have wanted this on the other side. Okay, so here's the other guy now. Yeah. We're not wanting Brown to fire here because it's a good chance if it's a triangle, isn't it? No, it doesn't matter what shape it is. No, if it's a triangle, it's okay. In fact, we don't want it to be a circle because he'll be classed as a circle. Or do we have any circles in here anyway? No. Yeah, that's why. If Brown fires, we need it to be a circle. No. We need it not to be a circle. That's right, I think. Oh, we'll find out. Yeah, I just mean these guys are beside the general now. Again, wildcards could come into it. Oh, that's kind of rotten, isn't it? Oh, wait a minute. What about this guy? I forgot about him under this tank. Yeah, it doesn't stop the catastrophic loss. Another thing, maybe I haven't mentioned before, that you can sacrifice a hero, but it's only to save the last step of the unit. So this would still have to be reduced before that situation was able to occur. Yeah, and there's not any positions. It's not as if we know about weapon requirements in any of these two. It's maybe still worth considering putting it on one of these, though, because say we get stuck. Well, assuming our hero lands, we've got artillery to support both these. We've already got a naval artillery depth marker elsewhere on the board at the moment. And I'm not saying I know for sure that there's only one of them, but it could be. It could be that there's more than one. Yeah, it would have been a much easier choice over the other side. I'm pretty sure of that. That's the other guy, but I think if I was going to put on anybody here, I'd put on the stronger unit, wouldn't I? Yeah, because as long as this ranger stays full strength, we're bringing all the weapons with us. Machine gun can be called for, which we don't have. However, we get that for the tanks too, because they're within 3. So the only weapon that we could be missing would be naval artillery. And I don't think that's on any unit counter, so it would have to be on a depth counter, so worst case scenario we'd just have to attrition, I think. So where are you putting the hero, Grant? That kind of makes me think that it's probably this guy. What are we going to do with this guy? What's his purpose in life? And what's left of it all anyway? I don't know. Well, I think if we're going to get anything, like Martin had talked about, we might be able to grab some stuff here. As for taking the draw, it's possible, isn't it? Just to take this draw, I think we'd have to have a unit. Wait, hang on. Let me just look at some of the conditions again. Yeah, I started wondering about if the hex was empty, but you could trace German communication, but that doesn't come in it. That's only when these units want to withdraw. So to control this draw, we need to control green, purple, this orange position. Now red's firing into that orange position. Now that's not true. No, we don't. Hang on. Wait, I'm getting muddled up here. Hang on. Yeah, let's rewind that. This draw is 2 hexes, so we need to control both these hexes. Now we control these hexes if we if they are occupied or controlled by a US unit that's in communication and is not in the field of fire of a German unit, including disrupted German units. So, as long as it's not a German unit in these 2 hexes, this, because that brown fires in there, orange, because orange fires in there, we need there not to be a German unit in here, because purple fires into both, and we need there not to be a German unit in here. And then we need to control these 2 hexes. So at the moment that is doable. Well, I say it's doable. It's I think it's about our best. You know where our best bet is having a go at this draw with what we've got, forgetting about all the rest, forgetting about orange, and yeah, I think we have to forget about brown now as well, because although Martin had said, well, as long as D1 doesn't get reinforced, then it has. So yeah, the guys going up there have not. Well, I did consider. What did I consider about them pushing over the boundary and maybe try to take red, but then blue's still in operation as well. You know, so. But I think our best chances are probably draw 1 and away across in the east. With this situation here. The green, the purple, and then grabbing maybe a 2 or 3 reinforcement positions. You know what, I mean, even looking at, see that one there? I mean, I don't know, maybe quite far away from here. I zoomed in on that A4 there. See, getting a unit there that has control round about them. You get 3 points. You get 3 points for that one. For putting a unit in there. Is there enough time for the whites? Well, he's going to attack next turn. Well, in fact, he's now got 2 attacks to wait on. So that would be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We grabbed 3 points. And when I'm saying that, I'm meaning that nothing else is reinforcing round about, because that's what spoils it. But as long as we keep getting events like we've got this time, you know, it's about time. Okay, Grant, so where are you putting the hero? Well, I suppose that does make an argument for down here then, I suppose. The thing is, when this HQ gets in, well, I suppose the HQ could sit with the tanks for a little while, couldn't it? It's not as if we need actions for the Rangers. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. We're going to have an action to use here. And the other guy's going to be beside the general. There's not enough stuff to, like, be concerned about. We've no artillery. I don't know. I wish it was on the other side. But hey ho, it's not. I suppose we put on this guy for now. It lets him go walkabout. And it allows our HQ to sit here, or maybe here. It's like, let's say for Hex. And just give these 2 tanks something to do while we're trying to, like, support fire here, support fire here, support fire here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't quite reach blue, but we might get the chance to move him 1 hex in there, which then he would be able to reach blue. I don't know if we're going for blue anyway. Right, I think it just feels like this is an important decision, Grant. You need to get it right. Is that right? I mean, what am I doing with him? First thing I'm doing is moving him into there, but then what? Because there's a bit of time before this purple. I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm just going to go with that. I can't really think anything beyond that. You know, the only other thing on one of them, if I feel that I might get a depth marker, you know, a weapon requirement that we've not got, but I think it's only naval artillery I can find. Well, once we get the tanks operating. Of course, if the HQ hits a mine on the way in, that's that up in there, isn't it? Be better putting the hero in the tank. No, I'm only kidding, guys. I'm only kidding. Right, okay, let's just do that. Okay, I guess I'm just surprised at getting a positive event and my first hero on turn 12. Okay, right, let's get a German Fireface to spoil everything that's got us excited there. I'm sure it won't let us down. Okay, so Fire and East. Right, here goes. I'm not even looking to see what we want, what we don't want. I'll put that in there. Yeah, I better not cover them up now, really. Oh no, we can still see that, can't we? Just to get the colours, then we can zoom in on that. So, double orange is unoccupied, red, single red, and double brown. I mean, it's only the single red, but what's on the card? A triangle? Nah. and it's going to undisrupt that as well. Well, at least it wasn't a diamond. So there is that, because that would have took that guy, well, catastrophic loss again, putting them both to 7. So, right, anyway, so there's no double orange. The single red, there is only one single red. And that's here, and it doesn't go to there. And I think we looked, we've not moved across to here. So, yeah, it's taking this guy out. Single red triangle. So this guy's gone. That's red, and then double brown we don't have. This is a single, but I don't think it's stretching out to anything anyway. And well, it would have been hitting leaders, but it scares me now to see when I see that star. Okay, no artillery, which I didn't actually look at straight away, which I usually do. So, and then we're going to undisrupt the red position here. So, I mean, we still have the ability to just attack with this to put him, to disrupt him. We might be able to get the support of the tank this time, but whether we might want to wait until we've got 2 actions to attack with them both and use the tank, I don't know. Well, we will look into that one. Right, well, that's all in the east, so that was okay. Yeah, that was okay. Right, so far in the west, again, I'm not even going to look at what we don't want. It's maybe a better way of doing it, isn't it? Right, red, double purple, greens. So I'm looking, we've got a few reinforcement red positions. Red, so that's maybe not so good. Double purple, yes, result. Green. So red and green are bad, but we got away with the double purple. However, these guys are out of their field of fire. So red, we've got, he's shooting twice. Just looking, there's a mine symbol on that card. It's the first one. I'm looking up at all the cards there. 4, 5 cards that I can see. Not one mine on it, but that one does. I think they're quite rare. So, okay, back to the red. Red fires into here, but that's a circle. Steady fire into there. That's also a circle and armoured. Oh, not our hero. Not our hero. Oh, he's a circle. And it's a tank underneath. It would just be in a disruption, but that's not what we want. We would just put a free move on the guy. That's a diamond, but it's not. Oh no, purple's not firing. Oh, green is. No. Right, red's not hitting anything then, is it? No. And purple. Yeah, the other 2 reds, like I say. Again, this is the one that's firing into these 2 hexes, so that's twice it's fired in the trot, I think. It just shows you the dangers of going along there. And not only do you get hit by these, you get disrupted as well. Okay, so, and double purple, fortunately, there's only a single purple, but green's spoilt the party a bit. So green, well, he's not going to touch any of this. We've already looked at symbols here. No diamonds. I think it's just this guy, but he's taking a hit, isn't he? Well, you know what? It could have been. I'd probably prefer taking the hit on this than taking the disruption on this. You know what I mean? If this had been a diamond. Because I need to get that guy moving quickly up that cliff. Yeah, so that ranger's gone. Side C from that side, yeah. Well, I think that was quite good, wasn't it? I shouldn't really grumble about that. Brown didn't fire, orange didn't fire again. The last couple of times we've been spared of that. So I think I've got to feel that was a good German fire phase. I know we've took a couple of positions out now and reduced their chances, but yeah. Okay, so I'm happy with, well, look what, everything that's happened there. How did our landings go? Did we have any landings? Yeah, well, they went really well on this side, didn't they? We got this guy in. The other two got delayed. Brilliant event. Well, not perfect, but good event. And then a good fire phase. Right, let's see if we can clear a beach X or two. So across this side, orange did not fire. Red did and brown didn't. So it was just red. So from here, going along, red. This would be our starter, but we've got these three. So we've got here. We've got all them clear. So it's one of these two. I think I'll just go along to here with that. Clear that hex. So it stretches along. Now, I've not looked yet, but if we can clear the hex where that hero's going to land, I can't remember the colours. It still counts, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I remember thinking, well, it doesn't matter. Red fired anyway, didn't it? I'm just thinking there's only a single purple, but I'm pretty sure we came down to it, and the rule was that if the colour's on there and you have a unit occupying that colour, then it can't be cleared. Oh, or is that right? Because that's not a double. Oh, right. Well, it didn't matter. Red and green fired into here. So, is that right? Does purple still count here? Does it matter? I don't want to go bother and looking for it, but I can't remember. The fact that it's a double purple that's on the card, I don't think it matters. I think it still counts. Right, so anyway, purple, red and green. This is red, this is clear. So again, we've got a choice of 1, 2, 3. We can't get that because red fired from across the other side. So it's one of these three. I kind of feel like I want to keep it beside this one. I know it makes it kind of odd, but just because that's where the general is, I don't know where things are landing. So I'm going to take this hex here, and that's that. Okay, so no more catastrophic losses. And remember, I cannot afford one in the east. Game's over. I can afford one in the west. So I do need to be careful about where I'm putting these guys, but I need to start gaining some victory points. No pressure. Okay, right, I don't know what we're going to do along here. We would like one action here. We have got the general on board now as well, so I'd like to think we'd be able to spare the one action at least just to disrupt that. Whether we're getting the tank from the other side or whether we could spare the two actions, but we'll come back to that. Let's get the stuff out of the way that we know we can get. Right, well, that guy's finished his climb up there. I noticed when I talked about this guy coming round, I was like, it was going to cost me 1, 2, 3 to move into there, where it was costing me 1, 2, 3 to move up there. But if you were coming around here, you wouldn't go 1, 2, 3. You would go 1, 2, and then up there. So, but there was a bit of backlog of traffic, and it did let him start the climb. So, in all honesty, I think it balances out to be the same. But I just noticed I seem to be talking a lot of rubbish a little bit. Okay. Okay, what's the plan then? Well, yeah, this guy's grabbing a freebie as well. That's superb. And he's armoured. He's got 9 strength. He's awesome. He's right beside the HQ. He's pretty much got what he needs. He doesn't care about being in Fields of Fire either because he's armoured. This guy's not going to free move. The rest, and this guy's not going to free move, which unfortunately is important. And that was a blunder. That guy should be in there. And all these are freebies, alright? And these two are not. So I think we had a plan for them, didn't we? What was the plan? I can't remember. Was it to go and challenge that brown position? Sounds a bit like crazy thinking, but sorry, I'm not even showing you. I seem to recall, because, I mean, yeah, brown fires into here. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? We had crazy thoughts of going into here, these guys going into here, and then having a flanked attack. With 10 strength, it would be. I think that was what our thinking was. Yeah. Well, first of all, we need to take care of this first. Now, oh yeah, we need attrition on that. Well, that's what that wee machine gun guy's doing there, isn't he? I just wonder if there's better options here. No, I did say that. Yeah, I did say that if we were able to get that guy there and take that brown position out, that would give us 2 points. Not only 2 points there, but it would give us a 2 green. That's 4 points. I know it's a lot to like. Maybe. Okay. Well, this needs to be dealt with first, Grant. I still think we need to try and get this green position taken out. I don't think we can sort of bypass that and try and. It's all very well. These guys can come up here and maybe rush for reinforcement positions to grab them, but these guys can't really. They can't really just walk away from this. So we've got two. This is all getting doubled. So what we need is, we're not going to have the weapons, are we? Yeah, see that there would have been a position to maybe put the hero, but it had to go across the other side. So we need double, don't we? We're not going to have the weapons. Yeah, we need double to get the attrition option. So, and he's got a strength of 4, so we need 8. Oh, that's perfect then. That is perfect. And when I say it's perfect, would it? I don't think. I'm just wondering about maybe if we don't need this guy to like move him up first and then he attacks from there next turn, but he's going to be sitting in that brown fire for 1 hex longer. And we still need to wait on these guys getting up here before we make our attack. So this would be turn 12, 13, 14, and then we're attacking on 15. And this would be 12, 13, 14. Oh, that's going to be 16 then, isn't it? Yeah. Did I work it out like that then? Turn 12 we make an attack, so, well, should we consider that then? Maybe we should. Because if I can use... Yeah, if we attack with this little guy and another 6 strength from somebody else, then... Oh no, hold on, no. Yeah, no, we're not wanting the weapons, are we? We're not needing to have the weapons, are we? Well, we just need 8 strength. So yeah, so attack for 8. We don't have the weapons. Units disrupted. Optional attrition. We attrition this machine gun guy away and take the naval artillery away. And then this guy moves into here. And then next turn, he attacks. In fact, maybe not. Maybe something else. Oh, yeah. These guys could be in here, couldn't they? And that's still a slope up there. Maybe they could finish the guy off. Well, one of them's going to have to stop and, like, have a shot at something. So, yeah, it's going to delay. I think that does work, though. Sorry if I'm boring you all with this. So these units, well, hang on. This guy does turn 12, which is what we're on. He's going to move into here. He's not going to be involved in this, right? Let's just say. Turn 13, he's going to attack here, finish this guy off. Turn 14, he's going to move into here. Turn 15, he's going to attack the brown position. So these guys are going to go turn 12 into here, turn 13 into here, turn 14 into here, and attack the brown position and turn 15 at the same time. Now, I know there's a lot of ifs and buts with that, but you've got to have a plan. even if it's a rubbish plan, you've got to have one. It does mean that guy's going to be in the brown for 1 hex longer. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, hang on. 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah. Unless we just plan for it on turn 16 then. Right, I'm going to come back to that one. There's too much more to think about with that one. Hopefully this is simpler. So we've got 8 strength in here. This is 4 doubled. So we need to have the weapons and attack for 9 strength. And to have the weapons means attacking with the tank or that artillery that we've got there now. Actually, that would mean BG and BZ. Look at that. That's got the blooming weapons and all, and you push them away. You fool. BZ, yeah. I'm just thinking about using the artillery and then that one infantry unit. Well, to be honest, I could use the artillery and that infantry unit, but that's one that's using it. It's costing me an action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That tank can reach there as well, but I mean, I could use the thing is, I'm probably wanting to use artillery for this if I'm trying to do some clever thing with it. And if not, let's just take the unit out. Right, how many actions do we need across here? We only really need 1. Right. So I think we use that for an action then, do we? Get a freebie from that in the tank. Take that out. Yeah, I mean, it would have been nicer if I thought, oh, let's move this guy further then. Let's not attack. Let's but I need the weapons. He's got the Bangalores and the bazooka. It's infantry, yeah. Okay, right, so I'm going to use an action, I think, on this guy. Because I think I have to use him. So he attacks into here. Yeah, I don't see the urge to move the other infantry, really. Yeah. Okay, and then he attacks. What does that leave it? See, it's gonna leave that. So we're gonna need that for the weapons. I feel like it's putting us a spot behind. Could be quite important. I can't really think how else we can do it. So the tank comes in as well then. I'm better. I think I'm going to have to move the HQ here though, am I not? Well, are we going to need the tank and the artillery anymore anyway? Maybe not. Okay, so I've got 4 here, and this has got bazooka and Bangalores, which is important. Okay, a wee app interruption yet again. I'll maybe look into that and find out how to do something about it one day. So I'm not quite sure when it actually cut off. So we're attacking with this guy for an action, and it's got bazookas and Bangalores, which is the important part. He's got 4 strength. He's got 4. He's attacking as well. This guy's not. He's just climbed up there. Well, that's a buff anyway. So that's 8, and then we're also getting support fire from the tank, and both these are in command of the HQ. So we've got 10 strength, and we have the weapons. He gets doubled, so we're 10 against 8. We're greater than the depth is eliminated, and the unit's disrupted, which it already was anyway. Okay, and then my guess is we need to get these guys running. They need to get their boots on and like start running, or their running shoes on, shall we say. I know I'm concentrating this target. But I mean, it's purple. That's although we've seen you can get the event which removes disruption. Just wondering, would it be any better moving them into here? I don't think so. It feels like that's progressing forward. I mean, I'm not really considering trying to take the draw or anything at the minute. I'm just, like I said, this hex here would be a nice target. I mean, if this guy's went to here, let's just say 13, 14, 15, 16, and he's in here. Man, I know, it's a lot of things can happen there. So, right, well, I don't want to move the HQ just now in case I am wanting to use that. Well, I'm either going to use the artillery or I'm certainly going to nudge it up a hex. Probably into the hex where the HQ is. I've just noticed a slight blunder. I need 3 actions across this side. That just shows you how bad a move that was now then. That makes it even worse. Because I need to move these guys. Well, hang on though. Hang on. We did say it was possible to get that happening by turn 16. So if we leave them there, turn 13 is next turn, 14, 15 and 16. That works. And we don't move this guy on turn 12 or 13, and we move him 14, 15, 16. So we might be getting away with that then. And then, obviously, we can move the general into there next turn. Giving this guy a free move. He's maybe going to hold back. No, he's going to attack. And then the general can probably move into the hex. Yeah. So, if we're leaving everything there where it is, it doesn't matter about using that artillery then, does it? No, Grant. It does not. So, we attack with 8 strength, I believe. It's all across the slope, so that's all doubled. So we're 8 against 4. We do not have the weapons. So we disrupt and we optionally attrition this guy away to get rid of the naval artillery, and he stays disrupted. Is that right? Is that right, guys? I hope so. Okay. And then yeah, we could. Oh no, we can't. No, we can't. The general needs to move into here. So this unit's moving into here. Free move from the general. And then the general's no more to do, so he's going to move into there. And this artillery is going to move into where the HQ is. And then the HQ is going to move into there. Sorry, hopefully I had that all on. I think I did. So now, well, next turn something takes care. Well, actually, it's got to be this unit, I think, that takes care of that. And that was the sort of downside to it, because. And anyway, and then these guys go for a wander, and hopefully pick up some victory points. And then here next turn, we attack here with this guy, finishing that off. They move into there. The general moves into the hex, and then we work them both up to try and take that brown position on turn 16, and we'll try to leave that unit in there. And ooh, that would be nice. Oh, mind you, these are 2 single step units, so that wouldn't have worked. Just saying, if I got somebody in here, we'd maybe grab that as well. This is me looking at a nice blank area though, where there's no units. That can all change. As a well noticed in the last game. So okay, so that does enable me. So let me double check again. So this is turn 12, so it'd be 13, 14, 15, and then attack for 16, turn 16, and that would be 13, 14, 15, and then attack, turn 16. Okay, that's a plan. Might not be a good one, but it's a plan. Okay, and then finally, when we do still have our action that way, to well, hang on, we need to know what's happening over the other side first. Right, so I'll keep that. I'll come back to that action then out, and we'll look at what's going on in the west, and just as long as I remember about this area. Well, I'll try and start off at the western side. Yeah, the good thing about this is not only did this not fire, he can now do a sneaky wee in there. That's a safer hex. So this guy's going to start climbing. So what is this, turn 12? So it's 12 to start the climb, 13, 14, and then 15 we have an attack. Yeah, and as long as there's no German unit in there, that's right. I seem to be having difficulty getting my head round. I'll need to look at it again and just make sure that I've got everything properly correct. Yeah, okay, so he starts climbing the cliff. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but he stays on this side, doesn't he? So he's still sitting in purple and blue. And with no barrage options until hopefully next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this tank can reach blue. As long as it's, mind you, there's not going to be anybody to observe for him. And he's not going to be in blue field of fire, is he? Ooh. Oh well, maybe, because this hero might be along, of course. We forgot about him. Oh, yeah. We're ready to give this a go, aren't we? So, just wondering if we should have done that first. Does it matter? Well, you know what? I don't think it will, but it might. So let's just put these guys back just now, because this is definitely happening, and I think we should go. I think we should go for the red. Yeah, because that green is at least it's only sporadic. The green's going to be an easier target. That's why I think we should just throw everything at the red. So this would definitely be an action. In actual fact, another action could be a barrage on possibly purple. Do we need another action? Sorry, again, I'm zoomed in a bit too far. Yeah, I was thinking I could use, if I've got an action available, I could barrage. This can barrage red, green, or purple, this tank. Purple's just a single spot, so that would be quite good actually, because, well, he's going to move up, but this guy's going to be still sitting in this. Yeah, we're going for red. We're attacking here, and we need an action. So these guys are attacking the red position. It's in bocage anyway, so it is getting doubled, and this ranger's attacking. Is that right, Grant? Yeah, I feel like it is. So 8 and 5 is 13. Let's say everyone's doubled in here. There's a 2. Oh, and there you go. I've got a machine gun, right enough. I mean, I did say the tanks were going to be able to bring the machine gun, but see, again, it just could be that slowing you down, So if I had put the hero here, yeah, you're all nodding your head and shaking your saying, yeah, if you'd done that, Grant, you would have had the weapons, now you've not. No, I was going to say it doesn't really, does it? So we've got 13 against 2, so 13 against 4, and we don't have the weapons. So we don't have the weapons, attack strength at least doubled, but the depth marker's unrevealed, so he's only disrupted. Yeah, we should have kind of known. I think that Martin says the artillery positions are stronger. That's 2 I've seen with MG on it, with machine gun on it. So yeah, should have put the hero up there, shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? Yeah. I can see. Yeah, never mind. So I'm just wondering. I wonder if, because it's a 2 as well, I think we're going to have to spend an extra turn now on that. I thought maybe I might be able to just leave the ranger to it with the tank, but I don't think that's going to be enough, is it? The good thing is, I feel I could give this one a go with just these. Without the ranger, I'd be willing to give that a try. But we're as well working on that now. Well, yeah. Yeah, we've nothing else. We've only got the 2 tanks. I mean, could we throw the 2 tanks at that with just the ranger next turn? Would that be enough? That would be 9. Let's just say it's a 2 underneath. We need to have the weapons. Well, you know what? We've got the full set of weapons, and we'd be bringing on artillery and machine gun. So all you're missing again is naval artillery. I would go for that, by the way. I'm just wondering if I might be wanting the tanks to barrage though, but well, I might not have that luxury, because then it would let me have an attack on this with this, and then this with that and the 2 tanks. Just try to get, yeah. Okay. Right, well, that's what it is. Definitely remembering this in the future, these artillery positions, bit of machine gun action, and a bit stronger than the norm. Yeah, okay. Right, so I think I'm still doing this. I'm not going to try and take that guy on, not with 3 strength. Yeah, see again, if we got the HQ into position, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, both tanks supporting that's 7 strength. Admittedly not bringing lots of weapons. I'd sooner get this guy involved as well, but it's just a time thing, isn't it? Okay, so we are going to climb the cliff. There's nothing else he can really do. So he's climbing this cliff here. And we probably want to try and barrage purple if we can. If we've got an action, which I think we're going to have. So what's the hero going to do then? I'm kind of guessing he's going to just try and do a dash up the draw here. And yeah, what we need here is to disrupt purple and make sure, and hopefully it stays disrupted next turn, because then we can move the hero into here, then into here, and after this has been attacked, hopefully, because with that we would need the 2 tanks. It's a big puzzle, isn't it? It really is. It's great though. I'm actually enjoying myself again here. This has been a really good turn though, I suppose, and the event kind of perked me up, and then the fire phase went, oh, that wasn't too bad. I still think I'm going to struggle, and if I do get in an extended game, it's going to be even harder, I think. But I think it would be quite an achievement. I would feel quite chuffed if I did get 2 turn 17. Yeah, anyway. And we're still not, see when I talk about it at the beginning, I talked about the beginning of the turn, right? We've got catastrophic loss issues, and then I forget all about it. This guy's a catastrophic loss issue that's got the hero. And like I've said, the hero can't save that part of it. The other two guys are in here. Now they're fine at the moment. And well, we've yet to get to one of the other ones. I think he's in here, isn't he? Yeah. Just the one though? Yeah, because I think these are single steppers. And this is our big tank in there. So we really want to try and get that guy's save, or see, this is why I feel that I'm probably going to want to barrage Brown and then move that guy. Don't really want another catastrophic loss hit. Yeah, the ones on the other side are okay. Well, apart from, well, again, he's going to count for this side though. So, but no, well, even putting that down, still you still got the red fire, and it fired the last time. And unfortunately, it was just a triangle. Okay. So can you freely use your action then, Grant? I think so. Yes. Okay, what's the last card? Purple, of course it is. Never mind. We're going for it anyway. Right, so this tank is going to have a barrage at the purple single spot. We're not showing that. Right, this tank here. And that's where the hero is. I don't think I had that on camera. So he's going to barrage, and we just need the colour because it's just a single spot. I think that's the right one to go for because, you know, green or blue are double. They've got depth, so it's harder. Yeah, okay, so barrage purple. Excellent. And if we chose green or blue, we would have failed miserably. Okay. Right, so that's the disrupted. So that takes a little bit more pressure off of this guy as well. I mean, he's still got blue, he's still got sporadic green, but if purple stays down, you know, if we get him up there next turn, if purple stays down as well, then he's safe, you know. And then the other bonus to this is we can now move this guy into here without the worry, and hopefully, again, if purple stays down, take a chance and move him through the draw. And by that time, we might be able to have a go at purple. Does that sound like a plan? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so he's moving into here with his hero Smith. And well, that's everything over there, isn't it? And that's our two actions used. So this tank's not doing none, this infantry's not doing nothing. So what are we doing here? What are we doing? I have no idea. Well, like I said, the important unit here is here, and he's sitting in steadied brown and orange. I don't think he's got an out though, isn't he? Is this? Oh well, this is sporadic orange. This is not. Oh, it is. Okay, that's good then. So that's just the same. So we're as well moving into another. But here's the thing. It looks like I want to go like that. Well, maybe not that tank one. I think the tank's got to sit. But by moving into here, we're in intense brown. I mean, I could just say, well, these are little guys. Do we really care about them? We should. They're all little guys now. What are we trying to do here? We're not going for brown, are we? We thought about coming across for red, didn't we? I don't think these guys have got a clue what they're doing. Because taking out red, blue still fires. Oh, does it? Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, that blue doesn't fire into red. Okay. Maybe they do have a purpose then. And if we get a guy landing in here by the end of turn 16, and assuming everything, assuming I shuffle the cards to the right place and use my pinkies carefully, and then we would control, as long as we put one of the black symboled units in here, control the purple and the red. We also need to watch for this communication issue, but yeah, I'm going to have to carefully look at that as we get nearer. Don't leave it too late though, Grant. Well, so that's not a bad idea then. So, do we now use the tank to try and support the fire on this? If we do that, yeah, we can't move both of these in here because we're wanting this guy moving, aren't we? And we've got 2 units in here as well. We could just leave one of these guys behind and do something like and then one of these move into here and one of them move into here, and then yeah, or oh yeah, that was a concentrated target, wasn't it? Brown obviously didn't fire. No, it did not. Or orange. Yeah, actually we got. We did. We lucked there, didn't we? Yeah. So I forgot I took a chance with that, hadn't I? See, Grant, there's another lucky bit. Don't be scolding the game too much, complaining about all the bad luck that it gives you. It is some game though, isn't it? Anybody that's played this game must feel the frustration boiling away at times. So what was I thinking there? Yeah, do we want to try and barrage brown? Last card we drew was brown. I can see 4 cards with brown on it. It would be horrible if I chose to barrage brown and it didn't happen. That would be absolutely horrible. And here's the thing, can I not just wait a turn? Yeah, I can. Because we've still got our action across this side. Yeah. We've still got our action across this side, so we can just put this guy down. There's not a mad rush at the minute, right? Put this guy down. What we're trying to do here is take over the red position and try and get 2 points for it. And possibly get 3 points. We're positioning somebody here, removing these 2, and then that's all good. So there's no crazy rush. So yeah, we do try and barrage brown, I think. Yeah, because I can move everything accordingly. And I don't even need to step into this intense brown if I really, really don't want to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Um, right, so I'm going to jump Arma. No, let's get the barrage sorted. Right, so the tank's underneath here. He's in command of the general anyway, but he's in brown field of fire. But he gets a free action from the general. So he's going to barrage this brown position. And the good thing about this one is it's only a single position. So yeah, I forgot we've got a triangle to look for as well. Ooh, that looks pretty decent too, by the way, because the last card was a circle, and I can see only one triangle up there. What's the diamonds? Well, actually, the discard pile's got a triangle in it, but that was from last turn. So we need either a brown. We need a brown or a triangle to disrupt. Here we go. Brown will do. Brown will do. Good stuff. You just hate when they go wrong. You know, I mean, that was a free action as well, but it would still be horrible if it went wrong. You think, oh. Okay. So now, now we fear not about putting these two guys into here. These are all free moves from the general. Well, he's going to be in steady. Right, we don't want him to get in steady red though, if we can help it. So, well, maybe don't want to move him into here though, do I? I think I want to do that, and then that. So, yeah, keep this guy so that his next move is into here, which is at least sporadic. That makes sense. And then, well, General's got to move into here then, hasn't he? Yeah. Okay. And then, just jumping back to the east to finish things off, we're going to use this action, and we've got 4 strength against 2. We double it, we don't have the weapons. Tell me we don't. Yeah, I don't want the weapons. We don't have the weapons, but we've got double. We disrupt them. Oh, that was a good turn. I like that. I like that. It just shows you I'm like all doom and gloom and feel like I'm out of it, and you know what? I might be out of it, but I enjoyed that turn. It was really good. And I'm sure you would have all done it a bit differently, but no, I've got a reinforcement up there that's moved. Was that G2? Yeah, it was, wasn't he? Yeah, because he's quite close to the action, but he's not firing into the draw. Yeah, it was G2, yeah. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed that. Okay, so I've used all our actions. Just looking about there. General HQs have all moved. A couple of things scattered about that couldn't get an action, which is understandable. Yeah, I think everyone's done. Lots of disruptions, which is nice. Yeah. I don't want red firing across here, because this guy's still and this is a danger, like, so it's a diamond. So if it is red, if it was double red, that would be fine, or if it has to be single red, make it not a diamond. But we can't afford that loss. Just, you know, I don't feel like there's any other guys in any danger. Well, now that this guy was a bit vulnerable, but we've disrupted Brown, so he should be okay. I mean, Orange is still up, but it can only disrupt him. It can't take a step loss of him. So, okay, good. Right, we'll clear things up there. Okay, there we are. Right, you can see the lost boxes there. They've stayed the same throughout that turn. 7 on this side and 6 on this side. And we've got our units in quite a nice, careful position. The event could blow it out of the water, to be honest. The events are huge for the next... Right, but that's us just about to start on 13, so 13, 14, 15, 16. The next 4 events are huge. Another thing that's huge is the first card we draw. Because if it has mines, then... Oh, you know what? That's really going to mess in it, because I've got this... There's a machine gun on this, isn't there? Yeah, and we can't use the tanks unless they're in command. Yeah. Yeah, we really don't want mines on the first card we draw, or I'm going to feel awful stupid. I still think at the beginning, I mean, this was right at the beginning of the turn there, and I had to make that decision. And now, after seeing how the turns went, would I have changed, you know? I don't know though, because I mean, it would have had to mean here. It lands in here. That's turn 13. Turn 14, we move here. And then, admittedly, that tank gets a shot. And in actual fact, you might even find you have an action to be able to move this tank closer, so that in turn 15 we get the use of the 2 tanks. Yeah, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt me. Yeah, because that totally would screw up the red position, wouldn't it? Because I don't think we can get our hero up there on time. What is it? 13, 14, 15. No, we can't, because he's climbing a bluff there. Well, at least red doesn't fire into green. So you could still get the green. To be honest, you could still possibly get the green, and that for that matter, and that, and the draw. So it's not the end, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but yeah, it wouldn't be good. Okay, I'll leave it for now, guys. I still feel like I want to move on. I want to look at the top card, to be honest. To see if our HQ is getting landed. Right, well, I'll cut here anyway and get this video sorted out, and I'll hopefully be back, because I'm quite keen, and I still have some time, I think. Right, okay, cheers for now.